Hi, this is Carolina, the Soul Coach. Welcome to my podcast. Hello and welcome to this extra podcast for this week. How are you and how has your week been so far? I just thought I would come on with my voice record and just do an extra recording, and I don't even know what I want to talk about. I just feel like I want to talk, so I thought, well, why not? So let's just see where this goes. So today is a day off for me. I'm completely alone in the house and I have a whole long list of things to do, and I am still in bed and it's 10:30 in the morning. It's a really rare treat for me, and wow, I feel like a little girl who is going into the sweet shop for the first time, or even into a crystal shop for the first time. There's so many things to think about and to do, and I thought, why not just pick up a voice record and do this. This is what I feel really drawn to doing. So yeah, I love the way I use so as like, oh, what am I going to say next? That's like my like in between bits. So what am I going to say next? Well, I'm here in bed and I'm looking out and I'm watching all the birds in the garden. There's been a beautiful bird of prey, and now there's lots of birds in my bird bath, pigeons and blackbirds and blue tits. They're all harmoniously getting on and enjoying the outdoors. And I don't know about you, but I really enjoy being outside in nature. I really feel very connected to do that. And as I shared in my previous podcast, I declared I would do a run, which I did do, and I'm going to go out for another one in a minute. So I'm very excited about that. But it's so nice to see that the sky is blue, and it's just lovely. England at its best, isn't it? When the sun is shining and the sky is blue. There may be some few clouds, but I'm just focusing on that blue sky. And that kind of reminds me of that analogy I used to use with the girls, and still do really, that even though it's cloudy and sometimes you might not be able to see the sun is there, always shining, as is my love for you. So sometimes when they might not be able to feel my love, or it might feel a bit stormy, or mum's a bit cross, or something's happening, that sun is always there radiating, as my love for them and for everyone and for myself is always there shining. I just love that analogy. It's a really, really lovely analogy. That I'm sure we can use that for other things as well. Just knowing that our higher selves are always there, even though we can't see them and we can't touch them, and we can't like feel like we can, see them like we can see me and you and da-da-da-da. We just know our higher selves there. The divine is always there for us, just as the sun is always shining. I like that analogy. That's a nice analogy. So yeah, to divine, it's always there. And I think that it's remembering to trust that the divine is there for us all. And whenever we need help and whenever we need some guidance, that we can ask our higher selves, we can ask that divine energy, and it will be there. It will be there for us, and we might not notice it to begin with, but then we'll see the signs, we'll see the magic. So it's just remembering that the divine is there. And when things are tough, and when sometimes we lose sight of that divine guidance, it's hard, isn't it, to remember that guidance is there. And I think that we are all called upon to trust. Trust is everything is okay and it's all happening for us. I think we can forget that. And I know when things are busy for me, and I know we personally are going through a big transition, about lots of different things to do with work and to do with our personal lives as well. We're evaluating our lives and what we want to do, and working on ourselves. So we're raising our vibrations, and really, I know I've talked about this on podcasts before, but really thinking about what we would really love to do, and what are the things that we love to do, and doing more of that. And then challenges come, don't they? Because we're human beings as well. So as much as we raise our vibration, other things happen that may cause and could cause our vibration to lower. But I believe the answer is still to keep our vibration high, and to make sure that we take lots of self-care. We take time out to connect to the divine, and we do things to nourish ourselves. And that will help with the tough times. It will help with the chaos, and it will help keep us on a higher vibration. And I think that's what's being called to, for us to do right now, is to keep our vibration high, and to trust, and to remember that everything is happening for us, and it's happening for us. So to remember is everything is happening for us. It's very different to happening to us. It's happening for us. So even though things may not look like they are, a story will come out of it, and you will know why this happened. But sometimes we can't see that, and it feels very uncertain. And to make change and to create change, sometimes we have to go through that uncertainty. But then will come the certainty, because we will know why we needed to do that. And change is okay. Change is good. But sometimes things have to upend, don't they, in order to create that change. So how can we create change? So how can we keep our vibration high? How can we keep that connection to our divine self? I think we can do it through many ways. I think that a first useful step is to keep connecting to our stillness within, and to allow ourselves to be in complete and utter stillness, with no distractions, no phones, no TV, no music, no nothing, and to enjoy just coming into our stillness. But that can be very scary for people. I know it used to be very scary for me, and I would be scared to sit in the stillness, because I would be scared of what's there, because it's uncertain. And then I'd be scared for my thoughts. So I'd find it very difficult to come into stillness. But I know now that all those thoughts and all the uncomfortableness that I felt in my body and all the feelings that are there are a sign for things to be cleared. And that if we can just sit with them and not move from them, the stillness will find us. Because the stillness is there. It's there. It's constant. If we can track it in our day, there will be times where we're in stillness. But because our minds are so busy, we don't tend to hear that stillness. We don't feel that stillness. And so I think the first thing to help connect us back to our divine self and to our higher self is to find the stillness within ourselves. And that's just simply setting some time aside every day to sit in the stillness. And you could keep a journal by the side of you, and if anything comes up for you afterwards, is to write that down to give you an insight. And then you could work on it, maybe do the Ho'oponopono, or just sit with it and just allow it. And the stillness will find you, whether you try in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you've got to sit in that stillness. It doesn't matter. It's just setting that time aside. I think also what I said earlier about connecting to nature is another super thing to do to help raise our vibration. Maybe just sitting in your garden or going out for a walk. I love going by the sea and having walks by the sea. And me and my husband always feel so much better. I should say my husband and I, shouldn't I? Not me and my husband. But anyway, my husband and I always feel so much better after we've been for a walk by the coast. I don't know what it is. It's the energy of the sea, the ions, whatever it is. It just always feel very connected and grounded when I've been by the sea. So that's another thing you can do. I think just gardening or literally just cooking and being present. As I shared in my podcast at the weekend, my sister finds the stillness within the clay. And when she's sculpturing something or making something, she finds her stillness. And that's it's just about being creative, isn't it? So that's another thing that we can do to help connect to our higher selves, and also have a good set of people that we know, a tribe, a community that are also on their mission to connect and to themselves and to raise their vibration. And I think if we can be in good company, that really helps as well. So what do you do to help you connect to your divine self? What do you do that raises your vibration? And what do you do when things are tough? How do you stay connected to your vibration? How do you stay connected to your higher self and to keep your vibration high? We all know situations, and we can all remember situations where we've kind of gone, we've interacted with someone maybe, or something's happened, and we can just feel our light diminish or an energy diminish. And I think it's consciously being aware of that. It's observing ourselves, isn't it? It's observing and noticing the times when our energies are pulled down, and what is it? What impacts us? But the most important thing is how we bounce back from that. So we interact with someone maybe, and we notice our energy is come down, is lowered for whatever reason, and that doesn't matter. And then we're like, okay, so what do we need to do to raise our vibration back up? And I think it's our self-talk to ourselves, and just know that situations will come to us. They always will. The challenges will come. But it's keeping our connection to the love and the joy that our natural state brings us when we're connected to that vibration. I'm just pausing just for a minute because I'm just allowing my words to have an impact on myself. And this is something that my husband and I have been chatting about, is when we feel that when people interact with us or circumstances happen, what is the trick of keeping that vibration high? And I really think it is that Ho'oponopono really helps. It really, really does. That I'm sorry, thank you, please forgive me, I love you, because it recenters, and that really works for me. That really works. But there'll be something that you can do to bring you back to your connection to your centered self. And so it's just observing. And I think that's what we're being called upon, is to observe ourselves and how we are, and to live a human being life. Well, that's what we're being called to do. That's why we're born. That's why you're listening to this, because you have breath, and that you are here to live this extraordinary life with all its ups and downs and challenges. And then it's to remember that we are more than a human being, that we do have a purpose, we do have a soul, we do have our higher selves. And then to crack on living a human being life, knowing that we are that, and that nothing can give us the joy or the love, nothing can take that away from us. We are the joy, we are the light, we are the love. And yes, we may have human being challenges, but I firmly believe it's to stay connected to that love and joy, to stay connected there, and to go into guided action, to going where we need to be. And I know that when we're connected and stay connected to our higher self, we will be in the right place where we need to be, even if that means change, because change is okay. But if there's upheaval, that's okay too. Stay connected to the love and joy. Do what you love. Stay connected. And don't be afraid to make change. We all need to hear this. We all do. It's just daily reminders, isn't it? It's just remembering. And if enough of us remind each other to stay connected, wow, the world's going to be a better place, isn't it? It really is. So we need to look after our bodies. They are a temple, aren't they? A temple for our soul. So we do need to look after them. So what can we do to look after this body? What can we do? I know one thing I can do is go out for a run. That's what I'm going to do when I've ended this recording. I'm going to go for another run. It's interesting because I really feel it in my body when I've been for a run. So like I ran on Sunday and the Sunday evening, and then I didn't feel it yesterday, but I'm feeling it today. And then Amelia said to me, my daughter, she said, right, Mum, you have to go back out. I'm like, but it hurts. She said, you've got to push through it. She said, just do a gentle one. So that's what I'm going to do. And I know that I'm going to feel so much better afterwards. Whatever you're going through right now, know it's okay. Know you will get through this. Know it's happening for you. And know that you have all that you need in order to transition, get through this time. And I know things can be really tough, but you can get through this. And know that when you come out the other side, things will be better. And sometimes we might not see it in the moment, but you will see it later. And just know that you're creating your story. You're writing your story. And to connect to your stillness, find ways to connect to that every day. Connect to the stillness, and within the stillness you'll find the love and the joy. I hope you've enjoyed this little podcast, and take good care of yourself. Big hugs, and let's just do a little meditation, shall we? Just let's close our eyes. Coming into our breath. Breathing in love and joy. Breathing out love and joy. Relaxing your entire body, just letting it go. And just visualize love and joy, every part of your body now. In your aura. And maybe give love and joy a colour. A sound. What does love and joy smell like? What texture is it? Breathing in love and joy. Knowing you are love and joy. Have a beautiful day.